Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you how I record and edit my short form content. If you're new to the channel, my name is Jesse Dodd. I'm a photographer, videographer, and content creator based out of South Dakota, and on this channel we talk and look at all things photography, videography, and content creation. Now on this channel I do record both long form and short form content. But one thing I really do love about short form content is that with YouTube Shorts, for example, you only have 60 seconds to fit in the information that you want to get out and the content you want to get out to your viewers. So having that maximum time frame to work with really forces me to make sure that I'm editing my videos, recording my videos, and giving you guys the information you need in a way that it fits into that 60 seconds and that it's applicable, usable, and easy to understand. So this is the camera that I'm using. This is the Canon R10 mirrorless camera, and then the lens I have equipped on it right now is the EF 24 to 105mm f4L lens. So with this lens and camera being on the budget side, you're still getting a really high image quality out of it, which is really great. And then as you can see, I have it set up on a Vela tripod here, which has a really handy lock release plate here, and I have it set up in portrait mode right now. So I keep my camera set up in portrait mode for strictly short form content, so reels, shorts, and TikToks. And then for sound, I have this Comica shotgun microphone on here. For the price that this microphone is, it gets a really good sound, but obviously there's way more room for improvement as far as my sound design and sound quality goes, so that's something I'm going to invest in the near future. So now I'll take you through my setup in the room. So obviously, as you can tell, this is a very, very huge space. There's tons of room for me to work with. Not. So typically, I'll be sitting where I am right now or kneeling, depending on how I'm feeling, just in this little spot right down here. And that kind of frames me up in this frame I kind of created with my lights right there. These lights are all ones I bought from Walmart. These were some garden lights. I actually did not know where these lights were at first, so I bought these with the impression that these would be kind of like this. Obviously I was wrong, but so we have these, which add a nice, really warm light texture to the background. And then these curtain lights just fill up the space a lot more, and don't look at the top here, it's pretty messy. Then I also got a 2 set of these Bauer RGB light panels. They're pretty cheap, but it still gets off enough light where it adds a little bit more color and ambience to the backgrounds, which I really like. I have a music channel as well, and that's where I kind of bought most of this gear for, was so I could do some video production with my music stuff. So I'm using these UV size soft boxes, and they come with a light in it so you can change the different colors on it. So I'm using 2 of those. I have this first light right here, and that's angled at a 45-degree angle, pointed straight down at where I sit. And then I have a second soft box right here, and this is just more of a backlight to separate my shape from the background. Even though there's not a whole lot of distance in between, it's just nice having a little bit of extra light to add a little bit more contrast to myself. So as far as how my camera is set up and how my lighting is in this room, that'll look something like this. But as you get more experience and have more time shooting, you can experiment with different shooting and editing styles. So before I move on with the editing process, I just wanted to mention everything that I'm using in this video, as well as in this setup, will be listed down below in the description. Those are affiliate links, so you can buy from them, and it comes with no extra charge to you. But if you choose to buy from that link, it'll give me a short commission that'll help fund the channel. So now with the editing process, I have my footage, I've put it onto my computer, and now the next step is to upload it into my editing software, and I will be using CapCut for my editing. I used to use Premiere Pro, but I found CapCut just to be a little bit more user-friendly, especially for someone like me that right now I just don't have a lot of time to explore everything that Premiere Pro and After Effects offers, so I'll be using CapCut for all of my editing for right now. So I have my project open here, and as you can see, I have all of my footage in here already. I've got it cut up how I want it to. But the big thing to notice is that from start to finish, everything is fitting under 60 seconds, which is really important for short form content. So With YouTube and TikTok, especially, we want to keep under 60 seconds so we don't go over and then we aren't able to share it. And then also just with short form in general, it's called short form content. So we want it to be short, we want it to be engaging for that little bit of time. And then also just making sure that with it being engaging, that we're getting in all the information that we want in that time frame without it being super overbearing, but still content and information rich. I have my footage cut up here and I went through and edited the sound already. Now for sound on here, what I'll do is if you click on the clip here and then go up to audio, the first thing I always do is I normalize the loudness so that gets it to a normal level, and then usually I'll go up here and adjust a little bit if I need a little bit more push from the volume. And then CapCut also has a really nice feature over here, enhance voice. So I always use this just to bring out my voice a little bit more. And usually I'll do reduce noise just in case there's some loud wind in the background or some other things running in my room at the same time. So that just kind of helps deaden that noise a little bit and bring out more of what I'm trying to say. And with sound as well. So you can see I have a music track on the bottom of the screen here. So this music that I have on my track is actually from the YouTube Studio audio library, which I think this is a really awesome feature, especially for me with someone that's not ready to invest my money into a copyright-free music service right now. So I think it's really awesome that YouTube offers this for creators like me. So basically what you can do, you have filters up here where you can do track title, genre, mood, artist name, duration, and then if you want to do an attribution or not. So you can put all those into your filters to get the exact right music that you want. So that's where I get my music from, unless I'm posting directly to TikTok or Instagram or Shorts and I need just some really fast music, I'll use the music provided on there. But most of the time I like just to have my music added while I'm editing so I can make all the necessary cuts in the music that goes along with my footage. So next is how I make adjustments to the actual image itself. And now with this reel was about editing a photo with the highlights, so I also uploaded my photo content into the timeline as well. So that's the before picture and then the after. And then also I screen record, like I'm doing right now, did a screen recorder so you can see what I'm doing on my screen. Of course, with editing reels, we also want our aspect ratio in the 9:16, because most people will be watching these on their phones. But one thing I have been experimenting with is content that I do shoot landscape. So I'll still edit the reel, TikTok, short, whatever you want, in the 9:16 format, but I'll take my landscape shot and rotate it and then fit it onto the screen that way. So that way I'm still able to share some really high quality content with you. You're still able to see it, but basically all you have to do is just turn your phone so you can watch it. So once I have my clips in how I want them, my sound is sounding to start how I want it to sound, then the next step I usually like to do with short form especially is adding in captions. So we can come up here to text. If we go to auto captions here and then just hit, make sure everything with our sound is selected, and then we hit generate. And then CapCut will generate captions for you, and then you can go through and pick your font, animations, or different templates. Alright, so one thing I did forget to talk about is my export settings. So, as you can see on the screen here, so we just name it, export it to wherever you want to, but this is the important spot. So resolution, when I'm uploading to YouTube for shorts, I'll do 4K. YouTube will render the video as 4K. Usually keep bitrate recommended, all of this good stuff down here, but the resolution is the most important one. When I'm exporting for TikTok or Reels, I will do 1080p. That way, as we all know, Instagram and TikTok compress our photos and videos, so we don't need to make it do extra work by uploading as 4K or 2K, so I usually just stick with 1080 when I'm uploading to those. So that is a look into how I record my short form content here on my channel and on my social platforms. Thank you again for watching, and if you enjoyed what you watched, please consider leaving a subscribe and a like, as that helps the algorithm push out my content to viewers like you. Thank you again, and I'll catch you guys later.